あの夜も
Sarah brought this back from her last con. That's the Lernian
cool.
Hydra from Hades.
Nice.
Pretty cool. It was a
the video game
stamp. Yeah.
Dope.
Other than that, just Trafalgar.
Yeah. Trafalgar. Hey.
I also, I guess, did find this. It's just
what does
a
that
girl
say?
who loves anime and sketching. I found it at Goodwill for $1.
Oh, nice. I totally would have picked that up as well. Just because.
Feel pretty good about that.
I feel like that should belong to your wife for some reason.
Should. But
no, I found it. It's mine. Totally mine.
I don't love sketching. I'm not a girl, but I do love anime. So
yep.
One of the three things is correct for me.
Applicable.
That's 30%.
Yeah, so there is a bunch of anime. It is a hot season this spring. We got the new season of Konosuba. That's already started.
Nice.
And it's so far not disappointing. It's staying true to how it's always been. I mean, it's funny. I don't want to spoil too much, but it starts off with like a reference to the Legend of Crimson movie, and he's like having PTSD about the Chimera. he's having nightmares. So he's like it's not too spoilerish because it's like right at the beginning, but she's like he's in a bar and there's a bunch of girls and they're all fawning after him, and he's just pretending and wishing that he was in his popular phase, which he never actually happens. And then all of a sudden he's like, somebody's like poking him from behind. He's like, hey, stop. Hey, whoa, hey. And it's the Chimera. And she's like, I'm doing it on purpose because I like you. He's like, nah. Oh, man. Comedy gold. I love that show.
Gold. Anyways. No, I'm excited for Konosuba. You know what else I'm excited for, though, is Spy Family. The movie comes out on the 19th.
In theaters?
In theaters. So we're going. So I'm going to watch the next season this week. I have pretty much this week to watch it. And then we're going to go to the theaters and see it.
Nice.
So...
I keep wanting to get figures, like Spy Family figures, but I can't pick one. Like I want many of them. I feel like there's a lot of Anya Forger ones, but there's not a lot. Like, I don't know. I feel like the Yor ones are pretty. They're just very basic. I would like one that has kind
action
of a
shot.
scene going on.
Yeah.
And the closest thing to that is, she's sitting with Anya like on a little bench or something,
Yeah.
So I might
I do
that
think
one, 'cause I do like that.
I have been liking the Perch figures, So I think it'd be kind of cute to have. I love the Anya sitting on Bond one. And then I think it'll be kind of cool to have Yor sitting in the chair and Lloyd standing behind them. It'd be like a nice little scene.
Family portrait. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna when I do, and I will, when I buy that, that's what I'm going for. But the next hunt on my list is Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a really cool power one. That's relatively new. Actually I don't think it's out yet. I think it's a pre-order, but it looks pretty cool. She has two of them that I like. I don't like the one that has like her smashing the skulls quite as much as this other one. This one just has like she has like a scythe with like
Oh, that's
blood.
cool.
It's pretty dope.
That is cool. I think an action shot for her would be really cool. Or the one I saw at Sin City Con in Vegas is her sitting cross-legged on the floor with her cat, and
Mm-hmm.
she's like holding it up. I thought that one was really cute.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
might do that, but then for her blood, being a blood demon is like really cool because she makes stuff out of her blood, like the
Mm-hmm.
big hammer and the scythe and the. So it's like up in the air for me. Do I want an action shot or do I want a chill shot? And I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's interesting that your power is kind of the only one that I really care about getting a figure of. She just is a funny and interesting character. So,
Yeah, I not to hop on the horny train, but I do like Makima as well. I think her character design is so simple, but like
hmm
her eyes and her like hair, and I think it's just like a really cool character.
yeah, true.
So I might do a Makima. Now there was one at Sin City that was a sixth scale bunny girl Makima, but
Yeah.
I probably won't do that one. The ceiling's too low in here; it wouldn't work. And it was like
A
$300.
1/6 scale. Yeah, you just gotta put it lower. No, just kidding.
So
Let's
we'll see.
see.
I want to get on the figure train a little more once work starts picking up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
I'm supposed to be getting an Ichigo figure this month, actually. So the pre-orders that I made, like I don't know, it's been like 8 months or something since I pre-ordered that one. It's supposed to be
Finally.
coming this month, so look forward to that. What? So that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Came out with one episode.
Nice.
So we got catch up on that. It's I don't know if you remember the ending of the last season, but he basically went to the Walpurgis banquet because
Mm-hmm.
he'd become a demon lord, and they were kind of just like, it was almost like an initiation type of thing. But they're like, oh yeah, well, I guess you could be a demon lord, just um, and then he ends up having to fight Clayman, um, and beats on him, even though he tricked Melim. Anyway, it's kind of like the aftermath of that, uh, of the battle where he became a demon lord. So if you remember, it was the kingdom of Falmouth that came and attacked, and he basically took out their entire army to become a demon lord. And then so they had a couple of couple of hostages, including the king, and they're bringing the king back as well as two other characters, and Diablo is basically blackmailing them into letting Rimuru place their new king, which is going to be Yom, who's just one of the adventurers that that were there in the kingdom helping Rimuru. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that animated because I've already read about it, but so far so good.
Nice. Well, maybe
I do
I'll
like
catch
that
up.
they're what was that?
So maybe I'll catch up then.
You should. I'm excited that they're including Diablo a bit more. So I like Diablo's underrated. You got me that Diablo figure, and I was actually pretty excited because I'm like Diablo's underrated. He's freaking you know um what is it called prime like an ancient demon lord. I can't remember what it's called, but he's super strong.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen him in action. I need to check it out. Yeah, I honestly didn't know who that was when I bought it. I just knew it was from Sly.
Yeah, that's okay. You could pretend you're like, hey man, I know how much you love this character.
I know you secretly love him. Here he
So
is.
he is primordial black. So there's like the primordial demons, and there's like a whole bunch of different colors of like the ancient demons, and he's one of them. So when
Nice.
they're you know obviously the strongest demon lords. They're the demon originals. Um, I think Primordial Red is said to be out of the Primordial Demon Lords. He's the strongest, but Black is definitely up there. So just yeah, a little background. But
Well, that'd be cool. And then maybe I'll start buying figures from there
yeah, you can
once I get a
spend
shelf.
you could spend 6 months trying to find one figure and finally get it. Oh,
Yeah, I think with my birthday coming up, I'm like, I need to think about what I'm be looking for
mm-hmm.
as far as figure goes. So we'll see.
Either that or you start getting some complete manga collections. Can
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking, it's kind of funny. My dad came over and he's like, I need to start making some extra money. I'm going to be retiring soon, and so I just want to have like a business on the side. He's like, what should I engrave on my like charcuterie boards and cutting boards and all this? And I was like, Dad, engrave a human transmutation symbol.
he's like, what the frick is
He's
that?
like,
What the heck is
what?
even that?
That's pretty much what it was. He's like, is that like that weird stuff Sarah does? And I was like, wow, bold.
The
Bold. But I was like,
weird stuff
yeah.
Sarah does.
I was like,
Yeah.
essentially, yeah, it's from an anime, but it's really good and whatever. So he goes to school because he teaches middle school, and he asked his whole class, "Who knows what a human transmutation symbol is?"
And
And he's like,
some nerds like,
"I know." He said he's like even the weird kids didn't know what that was, and I'm like, wow, you shouldn't be
oh
teaching.
no. Even the
No,
weird kids don't know what that. There it
no,
is.
he just doesn't know. He is gonna make a cutting board with a human transmutation symbol on it, though. I'll have to show it off on another episode.
Nice. It's gonna be your special edition.
The special
Special edition
edition.
charcuterie.
I told him get a booth, go to one of those conventions.
Yeah.
You'll start selling.
You should definitely do like conventions or farmers markets or whatever. Hmm?
Yeah, I told him he can blame me. Like, well, my son's into this, so I'm doing
Into those anime crap
it. Anime crap.
thingamajigs. Yep.
So
I've never met your dad, but that's what he sounds like in my head.
he he's a good guy. He's definitely though. son of a dairy farmer type, work hard military guy. So
Yep.
that's how it is.
That's how
Um,
it is.
Matt, have you started anything new?
Yeah. Actually, there's two shows that just kind of I wasn't expecting it all. I wasn't really like looking forward to them, but I saw them pop up and I was like, oh, I'll check that out. So there's one show, it's just one episode so far, called "I Was Reincarnated as the Seventh Prince." Deep breath, so I can take my time perfecting my magic ability.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it Seventh Prince for
Fair.
short. That was pretty good. He's just like super obsessed with learning about magic. So he's always trying to find stuff to read and um, ways to learn new magic, and so he's ridiculously powerful, of course, um, at a very young age, just because he's reincarnated. But he was reincarnated um, with a previous obsession with magic, so he's kind of like carrying that over. Um, and so far, he's kind of enslaved like this demon lord thing. That it took like 10 mages to lock him up, and he's like, oh, I want to go check that out, and he handily just beats on him for a while, and decides to make him his pet. So all right, that's cool.
Nice.
um and then the other one is the banished former hero lives as he pleases.
Oh.
So that one's about a guy who is banished from. He's like he was born into a noble family, and he's banished from the family because he has no magical abilities, but he was just hiding it because he wants to go and live a peaceful life, and it's not really going that way. Um, but it's still going better than it would have
Right.
if he'd stayed with that family, because they're kind of douches. So
So
you
he
could see
has
that it's
magic, he just hides it.
he hid it from them. He doesn't seem to be trying very hard to hide it in general, though, because like very soon after he leaves, he's like, "Oh, I got to use my powers real quick." I'm like in front of people. I'm like, okay, guess
Well,
he doesn't care that much.
he's gonna get a letter eventually. Well, his family's gonna want him back.
No, no, no. It seems to. So the reason that he had to use his powers was because um, his noble family was doing some shady stuff. Like they placed a dragon in this city that was just like killing people, and they did that on purpose. And he killed the dragon. So you could tell that it's gonna like come to a head at some point where they're gonna have to go against each other, um, or confront each other. And
Mm.
yeah, it's not it doesn't seem like super deep, but it's fun to watch.
Oh, let's check it out.
How about
Yeah,
yourself?
we just finished Mashal.
Nice.
That was really good. That second intro is great. It's fire, as the kids say.
It's lit, as the kids say.
It's lit. No,
Yep.
we really liked it. That was really funny. There's a few times in that I was just like got chills just by how good it was. How like the scenarios and stuff played out. I definitely
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed it. I kind of miss like in the first season, he's just like trying to figure out how to use magic or try to
Yeah.
pretend to use magic.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would have more of that going forward instead of just everyone now knowing and life sucks kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he proved it at the end, which is cool. But I So I really enjoyed that one. Sarah recommended that at some point we talk about Innocent Zero versus Julius Novachrono at some point, being both
Oh,
time magic
hot
users.
takes.
Hot takes, yeah.
Put it on the
Which
list.
we'll add that one to the next time. But so that one's popular. The other one that I started watching was mostly because I was alone and I just wanted something to watch.
Mhm.
Is Miss Kuroitsu from the Monster Development Department.
Oh,
Have you seen that one?
yeah, I think so. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up because I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
It's basically like Power Rangers. Um,
I think I started watching it, but it didn't hold my interest. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
yeah.
it didn't hold my interest. How far into it are you?
Um, I got like 10 episodes in because
Okay.
usually when I'm alone and I'm bored, I'll just start watching something even if it's terrible, and I'll just keep watching it because I'm like hoping it gets better.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll be honest, the speed of the show, it's very slow. It's kind of hard in that way because like you want them to be doing stuff, you want the plot to be progressing, but the
Yep.
plot is so slow and it's so centered around them inventing monsters that nothing's really happening.
Hmm.
And but as far as the humor, I think the humor is good. I think the character designs are pretty cool. Um, I like the little side, like it's kind of funny because they have like the main plot, and then they have some like side character plots that don't make any sense. Like they make
Hmm.
sense, but they're just kind of like, why is that here? Whatever. Okay, I'll just watch it. It has nothing to do with the show, but whatever. I thought that was fun. So I'll probably finish it because I'm so far into it. I got to figure it out, but it's
Sure.
definitely not one that I normally would watch. It was honestly between that one and okay, here's a mouthful. Villainous level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord.
Hey, I actually watched all of that.
Did
It's
you?
it's it's good.
Is
Yeah.
it? It was between those two,
Hmm.
and I was going for something more silly, and I thought Miss Kudoritsu was going to be more silly, and it was, I think
Hmm.
so. But that's one on my list coming up.
Okay. Now that one I liked. It like I don't know. It was a good enough that it like held my interest, and it was funny at parts, and um I don't know. It wasn't like on my um you know top two or three that I was watching at the time, but which isn't very long ago. It was like last season. So, um, but it was funny and I liked it.
Okay.
Um, just kind of a little synopsis of it is, if you don't already know, he's she's like basically playing in a video game, so she kind of knows how it's supposed to turn out. Um, but she's going through it anyways. Um, and she has this dark power that is kind of frowned on, but you see her kind of working through things regardless, um, of how she's viewed as someone with dark powers and dark hair, because apparently there's like racism against dark haired people in this show. Like,
Gotcha.
okay.
All
That was
right.
a little weird, but okay. Um, uh, Unpopular opinion. Going back to Mashal though, I kind of want him to. I think it would be cool if he actually did have magical powers, and he's just somehow magically they had been suppressed. So like,
Yeah.
so he ends up having a power that surfaces that's just insane on top of him being super strong. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Well, how they have like the one or the two, and then when they go power up, the third one like comes out of their skin.
Yeah,
You know, and if
it'd
you
be cool if he just
notice,
all of a sudden it was just like he has like four of them. I
yeah,
don't know.
just some cra Well, because like when the one guy with the spikes touched him that one time, and he had the kind of reaction to it. I thought,
Mm-hmm.
oh, maybe he does have something. Because if he was just a normal person, I doubt even if he was created by Innocent Zero or whatever his name was, um, he wouldn't have any reaction like that. And
Right.
so part of me just kind of thought, like on the long lines of you, that he is strong because he put a lot of effort into it. But I kind of wonder if his strength is also bolstered by magic that he doesn't know about, or it's sealed or something.
Yeah. I mean, it would make it would make everything that you initially thought was just like silly and ridiculous. It would bring some truth to it because it's like, okay, he's ridiculously powerful because this is a cartoon, and it's just a comedy, but really it's because he couldn't possibly be that strong without magic. So that would be
Yeah, it's
cool.
like a Saitama thing.
Mm-hmm. He's just so powerful that none of the sensors can read. It's over 9,000.
Well, what am I thinking of where his magic is so, yeah, Psyche.
Yeah.
She can't read auras when he's there because his aura is so big that
Mm-hmm.
encompasses the entire like part of the city.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
could be it.
Yes.
So
Yeah. I actually haven't watched Psyche in a while. I need a I need to pick me up. Watch an episode or two.
oh yeah, I throw it on when I need some joy.
Morale
That's always a
booster.
go-to.
Yep. So I
So
think that's pretty much what I've got going on. I'm just kind of basking in the wonderfulness that is spring season with all my old favorites. Um, I mean, there's also the part two of Mushoku Tensei. So I'm not like super into. I remember this in the manga, the where he's just like gets married and stuff, and I'm like, this is so boring to me. It's like it's romance, but I don't know. He's not very romantic in my opinion. He's just kind of like pervy, and he's like, I'm getting married, but I worship this. I have like this shrine with someone else's underwear in it. and I'm helping this guy build sexy dolls, and I don't know. I'm like, it's starting to fall apart for me, whereas like the first season I felt like was really good because it fit him about a lot more. um so I don't know. I'm gonna watch it all, but I just remember reading it and I'm like, it's kind of falling apart, sadly. So, fortunately, there's a lot of other really good stuff that that we have to watch. Really, um, between what I've mentioned already, and Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy is still going, so I'm watching that as well. So plenty to watch. It's pretty great.
yeah, there's a ton. I just pulled up the list right now
Mm-hmm.
just to see, and am I being deceived?
Are
Is
you being?
is there a new season of Black Butler?
Oh yeah, there is.
What? Second season was terrible. I maybe people feel like that's
Not.
wrong.
I think people don't have high hopes for it, and that's why I haven't really cared to even mention it. Um, if I hear different, then maybe I'll watch it. But I have plenty of other good stuff to watch that I'm already so far I'm happy with.
Yeah,
So,
I feel the same way.
but I know you guys are pretty familiar with the Black Butler, like you and Sarah. I don't remember much
Oh
about
yeah,
it. It's been
I
been a long time, right?
I really liked Black
Am I
Butler.
am I wrong in making that assumption?
No, yeah, I like I said, I really liked Black Butler. I thought it was really fun.
Okay.
I mean, it had a unique concept. Now, the problem was for me was the first episode of the first season was I thought amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna love this show. And then it went on and definitely became a lot more silly and then really serious and a lot more silly and then really serious. And but I feel like nothing really measured up to that first episode. So but I
Mm-hmm.
did like it. And then the second season came around, and I was just like, they're pulling at straws. It kind of feels like, kind of felt like a season two of Shield Hero. Kind of, why is
No,
this
yeah,
here? This is kind of pointless.
yeah. It just
So
starts
season
going
three,
downhill.
it looks like a CL Phantom Hive is going to be back in it, like in a big way. So we'll see.
You gonna check it out?
I will. I'll watch it.
All right.
I yeah. So
Let me know
lots of
what you
good
think.
stuff. Next week we'll have to talk about solo leveling and get hyped for the new chapter of One Piece this
Yay!
weekend.
Oda's back.
Back. So
I bought so many One Piece cards. I mean, they're all like I buy. I'm buying like the cheap ones because I'm trying to just um get the collection, um of Romance Dawn.
yeah,
So yeah, so they're like 7 cents a piece. So it's like, oh, I bought a bunch of cards, but they're like really cheap. So um, eventually, I'll get some of the more expensive ones because like those they have some expensive cards. It's crazy, and
yeah.
it's hard to find One Piece cards anywhere. I don't know. I don't know if you have luck over there, but
I see
I
him.
don't ever see them here. Do
I
you?
do see him. It's
Do you
just,
see
I
them like
mean,
in like the card shops or
I see him at Target, and I
okay?
see him at in the card stores too. The times I have gone in, they're just like, if you're gonna buy them, you got to buy them now because they won't be here very long, and we have a limit of like five
What the?
packs. Like you cannot buy more than 5 packs in a day. You there? Hello? Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Hey, I don't know what happened.
Now there's two of you.
There's two of me. I
Yeah,
know. I
it's
only
okay.
see one of me, but
We pretty
um,
much hit time anyway.
yeah. Oh, it started a new one. The frick?
On mine,
Better,
it still
better.
shows that it's recording the old one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe it is recording the. Let me. We might have to just do a like end it normally and then just cut it in. So see how I can do that. Okay. Yeah. So we have a basically this last week was kind of check out all the new stuff and now hopefully the shows that we're watching stay. I don't really feel I have to worry about the 3 episode rule with any of these shows that I'm watching, but yeah, it's pretty much just kind of feeling them out as the new season starts, and then we'll talk about them as we go. So
Yeah, nah, I'm excited. I think there's a lot of good stuff coming down. It's definitely the golden age of releasing millions of anime.
millions.
So we'll never catch up at this point. If you haven't started watching at this before now, you'll never catch up on all the anime.
That's right.
So
Gotta start now.
just know if you start watching now, you'll never run out.
Yep, and you'll never go outside, and you'll die alone. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Peace. Yep. Have fun.